everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur. Welcome to my channel, and today, well, this is going to be an embarrassing video to make. I fully admit this. I make this with a little bit of hesitation because while I am going to be exposing a scam, I have to also admit that I was taken in by that scam and I lost some money, although thankfully it is not nearly as much as it could have been because I did apply some common sense to this situation. So I applied on ZipRecruiter, which is a site that puts up applications for jobs and things like that. And I've got some legitimate jobs through ZipRecruiter. This is not throwing shade at ZipRecruiter, but I got a part-time job from a company called Sound AI. And what they were going to do is, hey, you're going to be paid to input data to train AI programs, and you're going to make a commission for everything that you put in. And so, look, I know how you feel about AI, and let's kind of just put that aside because ultimately this is a scam website and it didn't work. So I got taken on, and you know, they were messaging me through things like WhatsApp and stuff like that. And I said, look, if you want to talk about the position, you can give me a call, because one of my first rule of thumbs, unless you're going to talk to someone, then there's no reason to do that. But this person called and they actually talked to me, and it's like they sounded American, and it was like, oh, okay. So, I mean, my first step of skepticism has gone by. And then the second thing is that they actually sent me to a website called scaleai.online. And as you can see, it is a website. It's not a great website, and I was still a little skeptical about the whole thing. But okay, they have a website. Someone called and talked to me. And so it's like, okay, let's kind of see what they have to do. We do like a training thing where they show how everything works. Basically, you start a task and then you press complete. And the idea is that basically you're performing engagement for the apps, for the algorithm, and you get like a little commission for each one you do. Now, I do the training and I'm actually given about $70. And that is in USDC crypto. So it goes to my Robinhood wallet. And yeah, I know crypto's definitely a red flag. Again, you can make fun of me all you want. I'm disappointed I didn't catch some of these signs. But at the same time, okay, they sent me some crypto. Like, I got money for doing this training. And they said, okay, now here's the thing. You're going to need to $101 to fund the account so you can do this. And you can do this 3 times a day. You can do this every single day. You can do this every day. And so I kind of paused at that point. This probably would have been a good point to just walk away, accept the $70 and basically, you know, just walk away. But it's like, okay, look, this is definitely a gamble. But look, they've already given me $70. What's an additional $35? You know, if something happens, then I guess we can just say, okay, that was a lesson learned. It wasn't a very expensive lesson, but it was a lesson learned. So, you know, I put the $35 in and I stock it with $101. Well, I do my 40 tasks every day and I profit $30. So, okay, I am now $30 ahead. Like, the money that I put in, you know, it came back. Then the next day I do that and I make another about $35. And so, okay, I'm making money. So you do that for a few days. Now, on the third day, there is a bigger order, which means I need an additional $80 to put in, but I will be making more money. Well, okay, at this point, I'm well ahead. As they say, I'm playing with the house's money. And it's always fun when you're playing with the house's money. So, okay, I put the $80 in. I do the tasks. I get paid. I make about $60 profit that day. So I've made, after 4 days, I've made a few $100 worth of profit. Okay, that's good. And on day 5, that's going to be your 5-day streak. You'll get a $50 bonus for logging in for 5 days in a row and doing your tasks. So, well, that probably should have been my first warning, because it's like they kind of put it in there, okay, you're making money, and you're going to get a bonus if you can just get through this day. Or at least that's what they want you to think happens. So I'm doing my tasks, and then they ask for an extra $150. Now, I already have it in the wallet. At this point, my wallet has accumulated to like almost $500. And with the exception of that initial $30, this is all money that they've paid me. So I have gotten some money. Well, they want a couple $100 more, so I put it in. My wallet is now down to like 100. Okay. I keep doing it. I'm like apparently profiting over $100, so today's going to be a great day, I think, or at least you hope. And then they ask for an additional $400. Now, this is where I really should have stopped. This is where I should have stopped, I will admit. But you know what? Hey, we've been paid off. The tasks are almost done. If I can just get to the end, then I can do another withdrawal, and then maybe I can walk away. So I put in the $400. I sell some crypto that frankly has not been doing well. And, you know, one of the things that I tell people, it's like, it's good to have some losses on your book. So on paper, those would be losses. And so I sent the $400 and I kept going. And just a few tasks before I was to complete it, I got another super task, which the super tasks are where you need to put in extra money, but you get paid a lot more for the commission, supposedly. And they wanted $1,800. And this is the point where, of course, common sense kicks in. It's like, yeah, no, I'm not going to send that over. That, I mean, do I have it? Technically, I do have it, but I'm not stupid. Look, there's a difference between gambling and recklessness, and it's like, okay, I gambled a little bit, and clearly I lost. Packing the chips. Now, it probably could have been a lot more if they had not been paying me some money every day. Thankfully, because of that, the losses were ultimately just a few $100s. And so there have been horror stories of people who just keep putting money into it. Before you know it, they're bankrupt. They're chasing that high. And here's the thing. I'm not going to dispute that, hey, I could have put $2,000 in and maybe I would have continued and I could have withdrawn. I probably could have done that. Maybe that would have happened. But you know what would have happened? They would have realized he's willing to put more in, and they will you can't keep doing it because at some point they're going to ask for $2,500 and they're going to ask for $5,000. And before you know it, you're draining your account. And it's like, okay, no, I see what's going on. So even though it was totally in vain, of course I send the emails or the messages on WhatsApp saying, hey, you know what? I don't have $2,000 to put in here. Please give me my money back. And you can keep the profit, but we'll give the money back. We'll call it a day. And of course, they won't do it. Oh no, you have to complete the tasks. You understand this. It's like, well, yeah, but asking for $2,000 is not a reasonable thing to do. So I'm not going to do it. So give me the money back. And then, of course, once you call it a scam, it's like, this is not a scam. You got paid every day. What makes you think it's a scam? Like, well, duh. What do you think? So, anyway, the whole point of this video, aside from it being a little therapeutic for me, because, yeah, nobody likes to get scammed and lose money and things like that. That is truly a horrible thing to have to happen, and I don't wish it on anyone. But aside from me admitting faults and, you know, just blowing off some steam at this point, I'm also, well, warning everyone, if you ever get a side hustle job like this and it goes to this site, scalework.online, don't ever do it. Don't do it. If you see this, run away. Or at the very least, if you're going to do it for just a few days. No, you're just going to get like $30 out of it and bolt. Like, get out of there. Like, had I stopped on day 4, I would have made a few $100s. And of course, they would have yelled and screeched, but that's how they do this. They give you just enough to get you addicted, thinking that you're going to get, you know, consistent pay. And then before you know it, they hit you with like a huge bill. And here's the thing. Who would have known if I could have actually cashed out on that one? Like, they probably would have stuck me with like another $7,000 thing. But at that point, who wouldn't be getting suspicious? So who knows if they would have even allowed me to withdraw that money in the first place? Chances are they wouldn't have. So it was a scam. I am ashamed to say I fell for it, and that is, I just want to be upfront about that. Don't do what I do. Like, be smart. Don't be stupid like I was. And yeah, all my haters, they're definitely going to grill me for this one. They have every right to. But you know what? Sometimes that's just what needs to happen to learn a lesson. So anyway, That's all we're going to talk about. Stay safe out there and beware of scams. Oh, on a final note, you see these phone numbers here? Feel free to report them to WhatsApp as being scams. Take care.
Hey, you made it to the end. Thank you so much for making it to the end. Just a few more things. First of all, the names that you see on the screen, these are our Patreon and YouTube member supporters. And I thank each and every one of them. Their support helps me make exclusive videos for Patreon and YouTube members, as well as keep the channel running. And of course, is just of huge kindness to me. Also, don't forget to check out the iCritic-led podcast on Spotify, Apple, Google, Deezer, whatever podcasting service you listen to. It is there. We definitely want to see you there. And hey, there's also other videos that you can check out. So, check out these other channels, these other videos, especially that one. I think that's a really good one.